Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 here with Bath City Football Club at Rawslowgaming, where we're taking gaming raw and slow and all nice and like that. So we are in the winter transfer window here, of course, in Skybet League 2. We are not really looking to do a winter transfer, but I don't remember if I am starting to look for players to sign for next season now or later in the season, or just later in the season. I think we are starting looking now, so that is something we will do just this moment. So we go to the player search and we skip the position for now. Contract status is Premier Division. All right, so yeah, exactly. This is expiring 3 months, expiring 6 months. We can do. All right. So obviously the age here is going to be important. Transfer, no. Interested in transfer. This is what we're looking in. So we are going to scout everyone here. And going to do the same for championship players. This is obviously, as you see, players that are a little bit older than we really would like in a sort of way, but also not. So this is quite all right. And here we have, well, more players to scout really. So we will start scouting here. And this is sorted, yeah, on value. So that's probably a good way to start. So we'll get scout report here for all players as much as we can. So obviously here, cancel assignment. We don't really need or want to scout a 33-year-old. We're not looking to build players or build the team around 33 years old players or anything like that. So we'll scout here until Burns. And let's see here. We have already scouted you, O'Connor here. So honestly, O'Connor here could be interesting. But the wage demand there probably is far too high, really, to be interesting for us. I really need to have a look though on the team and how the wage are actually. Yeah, exactly. We're around up to 5k in general or thereabouts. We of course have Miller that is standing out with this almost 9k in wage, but we're comfortable around 5k or a little bit more in wage, and not really the crazy amount. We're definitely not comfortable with offering over 10k in wage to anyone. So that's probably our target when we're looking at players, to just have a good run with that, so to say. So coming up here, we have a really important match actually against Scunthorpe United, who are 4th in the league. We're playing at home, so hopefully we can make something good out of it, but we will see here. Possible loan target. All right, Kelly Winslow will definitely make an offer here to loan offer. And we should maybe take a look here at West Brom in general and see if they have any players that we could loan. So where are we weak? Where could we have improvement? Well, all over the field, I guess. But let's have a look here on the team report first and the squad depth. So strikers, obviously, middle left, that is what we were trying to look at there. Middle left, middle right striker. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So both winger and a striker is something that we could have a look on. Striker is not really that key, but could be good still. So Valentin obviously is going to be too expensive. Alcock, too bad. Rainer there is the player that we sent an offer for. Lawrence here, inside forward. Tom Lawrence. Pressing the wrong player. Yeah. Sam Mir here. How are you? Well, attacking midfielder. We're not playing that, so not really useful for us. And Traore obviously also not going to be in the case here. Injured for how long? Do we know that? 6 days to 3 weeks. So striker, we obviously already have Pius that we have loaned here. Gilbert is loaned out, so that's not really likely the case. Wakeling is also loaned out. So I guess here Newell and Simpson is players that could be interesting. I don't think they would make huge difference though, so I don't really see anyone else. Calimari here, of course. This is a player that we could loan, but yeah, and he's not interested, so we'll not have a look on that. But yeah, exactly. We are entering a very crucial match here, as they are fourth in the league and we are second. And we're at the moment having a little bit of a gap down to the playoff spots. And as you see here, and it will be important to keep that way. And Scunthorpe are a little bit further ahead of the rest of the team, so really need a draw here at least would be really good. Win would be superb, and again sort of solidify maybe our chances to get a direct promotion spot up to Sky Bet League 1, which would be fantastic. Only 2 tiers away from Premier League then, and that is really something here to achieve in our second season in Sky Bet League 2, if that were going to happen, especially since we haven't really done that much of signings and things like that. So, and we get on a scout report here on Reed for some reason, and well, he's not really better than any of the current players that we have, so we'll not do anything there. Mitchell are rested. I don't know. I think we should have rested one more player or one more match for someone. We'll not really bother with it. According to the bookmakers here, we are slight favorites against Scunthorpe actually. So that's good. We are back in form with the bookmakers after a good run here, a couple of matches. So that's very nice. 805 as an average for the first team in the training. 7.93 for the under 23s, so that's not really that great. And for the under 18s, 909. And we actually signed. Did we sign scouting here to the under 18s? Yeah, we did. We did. That is something that we were missing for a long time, which is really quite horrid. Rawson showing some improvement here directly after getting his chance, playing here as a right winger. And he has very good potential ability here, so we don't really need or want to substitute him as such. Do we praise him? Yeah, we praise him. And Mitchell showing some improvement as well, which is good, I guess. Gustavo doing a little bit also. Jordan, Chance, nothing there. Baxter a little bit in places, but not any key things really here. Gray unfortunately losing a bit. Ponticelli, not much happening there. Pius showing some improvement, and Kelly and Gosling also showing some improvement, but yeah, it's all too late for Gosling. Akinola not showing anything, neither is Johnson. Merge, yeah, nothing really there, but a few players here to criticize, so we'll do that. We have a lot of advice here, so next, start individual training, start training. So we'll continue here towards the match, and we'll just pick the best team possible for this match, as it's a little bit of crucial match, as I said. And we get some high profiles offers here, so to say, for our players. Baxter getting an offer now of 150k. Have a really high value for some reason. And potential Sky Battle League 1 player, very well suited for veteran national football. Development, not really shown that much change as such. But yeah, Baxter, we are going to keep you, and we are going to transfer status. Asking price, definitely more, 2.5 million. And we will just reject offer straight off, yeah. And I guess Baxter will be unhappy about that. Didn't get anything back on that yet, at least, so that's good. But yeah, it's also good that we get offers from clubs like that. It means that we are signing good players, or correct players, so to say. Kelly, we are... Perry, we don't have... the better player here, left winger. Rawson is obviously playing. Kelly is tired though, so I guess we'll play Wilson. We have Pius and Gosling, of course, as Ogunsier is still injured. And Merge, Akinola, Jordan. I think it's Mitchell that should be rested, and we did arrest him one match, and I guess that will be enough, or have to be enough. Merch, defender right. We have Johnson, of course. Johnson are a stronger option, but not by much. Merch is actually quite alright. But not really developing at just the pace that we want. He's been steadily playing, but not really keeping his spot, so to say. And Gray is the player really that we should be playing. So he will play until we have anyone that is a lot better at least. So should we have a look at the tactics here? Mentality, attacking, we should keep that apparently as well. Narrow, focused into play, underlap right, sure, passing. Yeah, I think that looks alright. We'll proceed to the match. Didn't really think about the bench there. I should probably have done that, but I didn't. So we'll hope that we get the best nonetheless, and just kick off here and see if we can do anything good. First chance here for Scantorp, a free kick, but over the top bar there, so it were all right for us. And we have Mitchell that is nervous for some reason. And we have Miller now in a similar free kick situation, and Rawson very nearly there. Good chance, but I guess it must have been deflected because it were out for a corner. Miller with the corner, and the ball up to Pius now, outside the penalty area, and he couldn't really make anything out of it apparently. So around half of the first half played, and I see that Akinola is pretty tight for some reason. And so far, not too much happening, and it seems to be a pretty even game, 6-9 in shots. So they are coming in with more shots at, well, now we're back to 8-9, so not more shots as such. And here we have the end, well, not the end result, the result of the one half being 0-0. And yeah, the stats pretty even, other than possession that we are losing a fair bit too. But all right, overall it feels all right, and decent performance by the lads. Pius here, a little bit low, so we'll complain to him or criticize him that his performance hasn't been up to par, so to say, and hope that he can improve here in the second half. The first highlight here in the second half is for Bassett Pius with the ball, losing it there, unfortunately, and pressing high there for Bassett, but looks like it will be a counterattack for Scantorp. But no, Bassett picking up the loose ball and back all the way down to Scantorp's defense, but we pick up the ball in the midfield, back with the ball dribbling, passing to Pius, passing to Rawson, and Rawson shoots outside the post and over the top bar as well, I believe. But Rawson, what a powerhouse or something. Will he score again, a third match in a row? That would be something. And passing the 60-minute mark now, and overall looks all right. Akinola is playing all right, but he's tired and have a yellow card, so we'll switch him out. And Miller here being nervous, so we'll play Charles and in support instead. And what more? Do you do anything more? No, I think we'll let that be for now. 2 substitutions and wait a little bit to do this third. Overall, looks very even. We are sort of a little bit ahead in terms of actually hitting the target. And we'll do a shout here if we have time, show some passion. And 6 minutes to go, and we get a highlight here. Looks like it's Scantorp with the ball and driving it forward here in the midfield, just outside the penalty area now, and missing a mark in there. And it's a rebound, and it's a goal for Scantorp United. A very unlucky deflection there by our defense. So our keeper had to make a little bit of a shift there. But as you see there, but he dropping a really cheap rebound there, and should have gotten to that ball. But now the scoreline is 0-1. Push forward. And we have seconds to go, and that will very likely be the end result, because yeah, there is the end whistle, and the final score on 0-1 for Bath City versus Scunthorpe. Shots 19-17, shots on target 6-4, and possession 50-50%. So overall, a good match. Poor performance by Johnson, and I would say the keeper and probably our strikers. But overall, not too bad, and unlucky, but very, very unlucky situation, and everything losing there. So still second in the league, but now only 3 points clear of the playoff zone. With a win there, we would have been 6 points clear. Now it's all the worse, so to say. And we had 2,348 attending that game. So while we're moving towards the next match here, remember to smash that like button if you're enjoying the show. And if you're somehow here for the first time at episode 192, 195 or something like that, very much welcome, and I hope you are enjoying it. Do go back and check everything out from the start if you're interested. I think that can be a fun journey, maybe. And if it is something you like and want to stay around and see how everything develops, do hit that subscribe button, and you can hit the small notification bell as well to be really sure to not miss out on anything as we upload daily. Not Football Manager, but daily episodes of games here. So a really good lone player here, Rainer. Important stats, doesn't look that great, but apparently he's very well suited to Skybet League 2 football and potential Premier Division left field midfielder. So apparently he must be good, so he will obviously get to play. Instead of Gray, I guess, Gray have been showing improvement, but he will be on the bench then instead. And we'll continue here towards the next match against Crawley Town, and this will be an away match, and again it will be sort of a key match, and not as much as a key match as the last one, of course, but yeah, we really need to keep the momentum going here to have a good chance in securing what we want here. And we get another offer for Gustavo. And obviously we still want 1 million plus for this to happen. Right, so if you offer us, we can lower it a little bit, 1.5 million. And 50% and long back length. Yeah, something like that. If they come back and accept that, we might consider a transfer there at least. But yeah, Gustavo, definitely a high-profile player that we snapped up, and I guess Miller as well, but we'll see here. All right. And apparently we didn't get to say anything in a transfer set here for 650, and we will protest the transfer. And we'll go with the first option here. And I will go with the first option here. All right. So apparently we can't stop that happening, which is a shame. So we will offer to clubs here then, I guess, at 800k. No back length, and the percentage of next sale. Offer to clubs. All right, we'll move Ben Fox to under 18s. And declining ability on Johnson here is not good, obviously. Miller, Skybet 1 league talent, so it's good. Unfortunately, his development is not really looking that good. Yeah, exactly, dropping a lot here. Hopefully he can get that back. And dropped a potential ability here for Baxter, Gustavo and Johnson. And we'll praise merch form. And we are getting some scout reports here. Back in. So striker. We want someone better than Pius, obviously, in that. And low recommendations everywhere, other than this. Yeah, so nothing interesting there, unfortunately. Offers made for Gustavo. And let's see here. Offer made. Well, you can go back to the offer that we asked for, and then you can come back. That's apparently a hard thing to do. We'll just reject the offers from both teams there for Gustavo, and I guess he will go to Hearts then. If nothing else, if he accepts that offer, and I can't think that he don't do that. What was that about? Under choice here, alright, nothing really important there. So we'll just move on here. Scout the meeting. Rainer. Yeah, we already know that we have gotten Rainer on a loan already. That's a strange thing to add there. But I guess it was an old report that we really hadn't gotten away, so to say. So must be the reason for it. All right. All right, so we no longer have anything to say about Gustavo here and everything around it. So we'll hope that we just get as much money out of it as possible. Right, 650k. I don't even know what these deals mean exactly. So let's see here if I can find the transfers. In, out. transfer history. All right, so Gustavo, free. All right, so can I? Yeah, I don't even know if we got any sell-on fee or anything like that on Gustavo. I hope that we did, but there's nothing saying that. All right, so Gustavo, what is value? Yeah, 325k. So obviously Gustavo were a very good player for us. Against here could be decent, but not really likely. We'll just acknowledge that for now. And yeah, we did set a new transfer fee record, so that's good at least. And we should have a look at West Brom then to see if we can get any loan players there. Who? What? St. Johnstone. Well, obviously, we're not going. We'll just reject the offer there for Miller. And we should have a look here on club. Or board rather, is the easiest way. So back to West Brom and have a look at all players. And defender center. So Alms up here is the player that we would like to loan. Or right here. Defender, no. We do have the 16-year-old player here though. Where are you? Jones. Can we make an offer here? Make an offer, loan offer. Alright, so unfortunately we can't make a loan offer there for him. But yeah, he would definitely be interesting. Williams here. Well, no interest in joining us, and we can't loan him. We can't really loan any long-term players anyway, so discuss issue with Miller. And let's see here. We'll go with that option. Miller is now pissed at us. Hopefully he can come back. And well, we'll see. Would be a tragedy if we lost Miller as well. Losing Miller and Gustavo. That will totally destroy everything. Anyway, according to the bookmakers here, we're slight underdogs for this match against Crawley. And since Miller praised her, so average training for the first team 7.82 last week, under 23 7.89, and the under 18s at 8.53. So let's take a fast look on the training here, and let's see here. Mitchell, Gray showing some improvement as we already said, and so is Rawson, and Gosling, Baxter, Ponticelli, Miller dropping everywhere, unfortunately. Morris, Johnson, yeah. Nothing too special here. We'll criticize McGill. And some training advice here. Start training. Rawson will continue here towards the match against Crawley. And for under 23s available per match, 60 minutes per match, or until match fit. We have gotten a really good offer here actually for Baxter. And Baxter is good, but he ain't no Miller. So I don't want to lose him, but like this is all right. Losing him for 675k is all right. But yeah, we have a clear problem of top team snatch up or key players, key young players that would sign from the top team. So it sort of goes around, comes around or something. But we will not protest the transfer there, as it were good. Really would like it to be even better, of course. But so who are we playing? We are going to play Jordan alongside Akinoladan. And you're obviously going to play stopper. Johnson and Mitchell, Rawson, Miller, Baxter, yes. Gray is not the player. Well, you are, since Rainer is still not fit. And we will bring in Morris, or will we? No, we'll not really do that. Rawson, Gray, Miller, and Wilson on the bench. Yeah, I think that's all right. And Ogunseri still injured also. Yeah, so we'll submit the team and go to the match here, and hope that we can have a good match here against Crawley. Kick off on play, and we'll comment the match just as usual and see what we can do. So first highlight here in the first minute, it looks to be for Bath City, and I cross up to Gray, and unfortunately losing the ball. So Crawley coming here with a possible counter-attack, and it's a long ball up to the attackers, and they are getting through over Akinola there and managing to get rid of the ball. So instead, maybe a chance for Bath City to do a counter-attack, but now the ball all the way down to the keeper of Crawley and up again for a counter here, or well, an attack for Crawley, but not the case. It's going to be a counter here for Bath City. Rawson here on the right-hand corner crosses it in to no one, and the ball out back to Johnson. Johnson playing a long ball up to the left-hand side to Gray and to Pius, and it's a goal for Bath City here in the second minute as we take the lead 1-0 against Crawley. And yeah, a lot of ping pong, so to say, here before finally getting it in the right place. And yeah, if they accept both transfers, I guess we should try to get a new stadium, really. Rebuild a whole new stadium is actually something that I think we would benefit from quite immensely if we could get more seating options and have an overall higher attendance. So, Bath City picking up the loose ball there. Gray driving it forward and shooting just over the top bar there. So a dangerous chance, but nothing coming out of it, unfortunately. And yeah, our affiliate club West Brom is really good for us, I would say, overall. We don't really have any superb loans at the moment, of course. Well, we do have Pius, and it's a goal for Crawley, unfortunately, here, and it's all equalized. Yeah, exactly. Pius and and a little bit more, but we have had Wakeling, I believe, and really good players for us in the past, and also like Johnson we were able to sign, and Molden, of course, our keeper, is keeping us alive quite decent, since we don't really have any keeper at all that is anyway decent for us. So that's key. And Rawson with a goal here in the 19th minute, so we retake the lead, 2-1 for Bath City versus Crawley. And Rawson here again performing extremely well, extremely well. So I just hope he can develop as good as he plays, so to say. And next highlight here in the 20th minute, so a lot of highlights so far in the match, but of course we're hitting the top bar there and almost getting on the rebound, but yeah, of course we're still playing in attack, and I guess that were something that we were for a bigger part of the first half of the season, and resulted in so many goals and things, and we extend the lead to 3-1 here in the 26th minute here by Pius, and his 25th goal of the season. And yeah, assisted by Sean Miller. Miller being a really key player for us to keep. Gustavo were not a key player as such. Akinola is better if we're looking at the star ratings, but Miller is something else. Baxter is also easily replaced as such, so it's strange that they haven't caught up on Miller, but we are very happy for that, because Baxter is actually pretty decently valued as a base. Miller isn't. He really should be valued around $500,000 or something like that. Rawson passing to Pius to Gosling, and it's another goal here for Bath City in the 42nd minute, extending the lead even more now, 4-1 against a evenly matched team, I guess. So this is looking real good here again, which is fantastic. And we should soon have the end of the first half here in a second. And there we have it. Yeah, so the scoreline, I said, 4-1 for Bath City after one half, and overall, yeah, good stats everywhere. So nothing to worry about there, and we'll just continue. Definitely unlucky there in the last match, losing that match, if this is the form we're actually in. First highlight here in the second half, in the 48th minute, a corner and a header over the top bar there for Bath City. So Rawson obviously being tired here, if we're looking on the players. So we'll switch him out here. We'll let Gray switch side. We'll play Wilson. No, who more? Baxter, are we going to rest you? I guess we are resting you. And putting in Charles. Could do with De Havilland, of course. They are both perfect bench players for us. Of course, one of them will get the default spot as we lose Baxter. And I could do one more sub here, just because someone should, well, I should have done that for Miller, I guess, maybe, but end of the whistle here. We have it. So the final result for Bath City is 4-1 against Crawley. Shots 18-12, shots on target 11-5, and possession 49-51%. So overall, an extremely well done match, and very key for us here. We have a couple of mid-level teams here. It seems that are going to be key matches for us here, but still in second place in the league, 3 points clear of the playoff zone. And with that said, we will end the episode and say thank you very much for watching and hope to see you again. Bye bye. You have been watching Rawslowgaming and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left you will see the next video in this series, and on the right our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.